Hey everybody, as you can see, Ovi's in the mood to hog the camera. But the other day, when we were driving, he said to me, we need to do something about this. We need to make it a little more colorful. It's looking a little drab, so let's see what we can come up with. Well, it's unboxing time. Let's see what we have here. Well, whatever it is, it seems to be put together, packed pretty well. And wow, it looks like Ovi's wish came true. We have a carbon fiber replacement panel that will fit in the spot of our blue factory panel there. We'll replace the start button here. This is Mabett's multicolored LED system for the dash. So this panel, I have to tell you, it's made pretty solid. It's pretty heavy, and Mabett even supplies a fuse tap. So, and in the instructions, it tells you where exactly to plug it in your fuse box. So I say we get on with the project. Step number one is to remove this panel here, because we're going to have to get a hold of some bolts underneath. Don't worry about it. It's just, they're clips. Just be gentle with them and you'll be fine. Just pull it right out. The next step is to remove this climate control panel slash audio panel. So we are going to remove two bolts. This one right here, and we'll go on the other side, open up the glove box, and the second bolt will be the other bolt that holds on that center stack. The next thing you want to do is pull your Bronco toolkit out. Pull out the T40, and you will remove your grab handle here, the two bolts out of that. Next, we want to grab our plastic trim tool and remove this panel from below the center stack. Be gentle, there are 4 clips. Now we remove the center stack. Pull gently on both sides. You'll hear a snap, don't be discouraged, and pull it all the way out. Now that the center stack is removed, you will remove this bolt directly behind the center stack and remove the other 3 bolts on this blue trim piece. We have now exposed bolt number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 in the corner. We will now remove this blue trim piece with the starter button. Pull out. It will snap. Just be gentle and you'll be fine. If you have any difficulty, just reach underneath the piece inside the glove box and push the clip up. You'll be fine. The next step is to disconnect the wiring harness from the starter button. Just push the clip. Using your trim tool, push down on the 4 clips that hold the factory start button into place and release. Okay, everybody, as you can see, this is the factory part, the blue one. Made this, it's made real well, obviously, and this is made just as nice. Very same thickness and everything. The only difference is that this has the LED piece welded into it, plastic welded into it. So now what we've done is we've pushed our start button into place, and it is cut out so that you don't have to do anything. You just pop it into place. Everything's good there. Now, Mabett supplied us with a fuse box tap, and so what we're going to do is we're going to crimp this together. I stripped a little extra bit off because that's a 14 gauge 16 gauge wire tap, and that's definitely not a 14 to 16 gauge wire here. It's more like a 18 to 20. So I just doubled it over to make sure that it would be a good fit. So now the next step is the install back inside the Bronco. Okay, everybody, first thing you're going to want to do now, since you're going to be putting it back together here, obviously make sure everything's pushed into place just one last time. Now, you're going to have trouble powering your Bronco up if you don't press this back in. So this is the harness connector for your start switch. Make sure you hear that snap. Now, you're gonna have to line it up here and make sure all your clips are in place, and gently I'll come over there and put that last one in. There we go. That is snapped into place. So now the next step will be to put all our bolts back into place. All right, we're going to put our bolts in here, 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 and here. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is snap this center stack in order. And then after we get that into place, which that went in real easy, we will attach our screws back in here. So there's one here. And one here. Okay, now we're putting this plate underneath the center stack, and it just has the 4 clips. So all we're doing, just like that, popping it into place. So this is the next step, putting on your rail here, your handle here, and we will use our T40 from the tool set. Okay, here is your ground, and you can hook it up behind here. All right, so we stripped a little bit of the wire back, and we'll get it behind here. It'll never come loose. It's grounded. Normally I would like to use a spade connector, but with this big washer and everything there, spade connector won't fit in the area. All right, so in order to find the position of my fuse panel, I had to pull out my keyless entry code that was stored here. And I'm going to pull out that second from the bottom one here, the 10 amp, and we are going to replace it with this. And that should do it. I'm going to tidy up these wires a bit, and then what we'll do is we will flip this back into place and we will test it. Okay, I went and I just wiped the, wrapped the harness up a little bit with some cloth automotive tape here, and kind of put a piece across there just because they're thin wires and I didn't want to create an issue there. So now we'll just put it into place and shut that, and we're good to go. Yeah, Ovi, you were right. That does look a lot better, doesn't it? All those different colors and everything kind of livens it up, doesn't it? You think that looks better, Ovi? Okay, everybody. This Mabett LED lights, ambient light strip fits all the 2021 through 2024 full-size Ford Broncos. It's a very easy install. The install took about it should take you about 35 to 45 minutes. Very simple. There's only two connections. You got the ground wire and you've got the power wire, obviously. The instructions are very well done. You'll have no issues with those whatsoever. As you see, it gives a little personality to the Bronco. Again, every Bronco is lacking light in one way or the other. The only tools you're going to need is for every screw except one, every bolt in here except one, you're going to need a 7mm socket. And then for the screw that they designate for the ground, you're going to use an 8mm. You're going to use your T40 in your Ford toolkit to remove your grab handle here. As always, I will put a link in the description below for this great little product here by Mabett. We would also like to thank Mabett for giving us the opportunity to test this out. Definitely give it 2 thumbs up. But again, I will put a description below. And if you would please watch the video, like it. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do. And if you have any comments, please throw them down below, and we'll get back with you ASAP. It's Jeff and Ovi with Bucking Off Broncos, and we would like you to have a bucking adventure.